Zana.
We're back.
Nope.
So, we're about to get straight into it. For those that are returning, hey girl, hey.
Zana with a bit dog.
For our newcomers, welcome. Hope you enjoy.
Hello.
I'm Moe.
I'm Nada.
And this is Raw Love. Okay. So, today's topic is about should a spouse be included with the co-parenting arrangements with the other child's parent?
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
Should a spouse be included with the co-parenting arrangements with the child's other parent? Now, this is going to go for the father, if the mother, if the wife, like if I have a child outside of my husband, then with their dad, and if he has a child outside of me, then with that child's mom, okay? So, truthfully, my opinion is that no, the wife should not be involved. It should be because she didn't have kids with, or the husband, the spouse, should not be involved because they didn't have that child together or those children together. However, if the co-parenting agreement affects the whole house, the household as a whole, then the spouse has to step in, because now their agreement is affecting the household. That should never be the case.
So, well, with this question in it, there's more pertaining for us, I feel like, because she do have children outside of me and vice versa. And but Miss Carmen dad, great, Drake cool, the whole nine. Me so much, totally different story. But the history is bad. So based on our history, based on the relationship, I feel like that it's sort of kind of up in the air. And they really just have to really just get down to like the nitty gritty. But I do agree as far as when it's affecting the household, I don't care what the nitty gritty is. You know what I'm saying? Like point blank period. So like for me, I'm in the military. I'm always gone. So if my son here, guess who he's going to be with? So if I marry this woman and say, hey, you know, she has my child's best interest, you better believe she's going to be involved with everything else that I got going on. Because in the event that, you know, Uncle Sam called me and I got to go to war, and, you know what I'm saying, God called my number, up until the time that, you know what I'm saying, it's time for my son to go back to his mother, who you think going to be in charge? So, like, those hard conversations, regardless of what the history is, they need to be had and have. And like I say again, the history doesn't matter, because when I'm a very prideful person when it comes down to my kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody who I say to my babies, I'm very prideful, and a lot of times I don't want to answer to nobody about them. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. So a lot of times with me, like I said, when it comes down to a Miss Carmen dad, a lot of stuff I'm just like, I don't really know how to handle that. So when he was here, I had a lot of conversation. Like, hey man, like, how you feel about X, Y, and Z? We had a conversation. Great.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of conversations, but a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. For one, people pride get in the way. Mm-hmm. For two, they pride get in the way, and they don't know how to like ask the question. But all you got to do is just move your mouth. Ask the question. Like, it really ain't as complicated as people try to make it seem.
To be honest with you, I believe that a lot of people, they get the step parent and the blood parent role twisted. In other words, like, the mother could feel like that the stepmom is trying to replace her, or trying to be a better parent than her, or maybe downgrade her some type of way, or vice versa. The father could think that the stepdad is trying to replace him or trying to downgrade, you know, him being a father, you know what I mean? Trying to up one. And that's not the case, you know.
At all.
The truth of the matter is, I feel like that genuine step parents are just want to give the other parent that warm and fuzzy, like, hey, no matter if you have that child or that child is here with me,
they're good.
I'm gonna treat your child the same way I treat my own. I will never, you know, they will never feel neglected. And I think that is where the emotional misconception is coming in, you know. And, you know, of course, you know, sometimes, you know, some other, like other parents or whatever, they're like the wife and the wife or the husband, they have history, you know what I'm saying, to where maybe, you know, bad blood back then, you know what I mean, and all that stuff or whatever. But, you know, when years change, people change, life evolves, you know. You can't just stay the same. You can't just be wrapped up in what happened.
And a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So you leave them where they at and you keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, most definitely, you know. But when there is ill intentions or, you know, like I said, something that affects the household, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, you know what I mean? If my husband's being emotionally toyed with by his child's mother, I'm gonna step in. Because can't nobody mess with his emotions but me. And if when anything financial that happens, regardless, is going to go through me, because all finances are shared.
Yeah. Everything.
All these bills get paid by both of us, you know? So sometimes you have to kind of make the hard decisions.
Yeah.
And because truthfully, I don't want to be involved at all. But the problem is that because he loves his baby so much, he can easily be manipulated behind it.
I have been.
And I've watched it for years. And you can only watch it for so long, you know?
Pause.
Go ahead.
So we're going to have to talk about not this topic, but something else on another show, another episode, just to really sort of kind of get in a little more in the detail and, you know, just sitting here, think about everything. I'm sort of kind of getting in my feelings, getting emotional about it now, because I don't know how to articulate talking about the situation without trying to downplay, you know what I'm saying, the other party involved. So we definitely going to have to get into another topic a little bit more deeper than this, because this is hitting home for me, hitting home for us or whatever. But I'm even losing my train of thought, but just sort of kind of all over the place. But excuse me, but sort of kind of on to what you're saying as far as like the ill intentions. Like, so when my son was younger, I would always tell his mom, like, yo, listen, like, I don't care who you date, but at least have them interactive in my son's life, because I understand I'm not gonna be there. Like, I'm on deployment, whatever the case may be. And for the life of me, you know what I'm saying, I meet these dudes and I tell them, I'm like, hey, listen, bro, like, you got them, whatever the case may be. But my little man in here, like, you know, I don't know if you got any kids, but I still kind of got this like idea in my mind to like a father's supposed to play catch with his son. Like, don't sit in the house all day. Like, so when my son with me, we in the garage, we working out, we going running, whatever the case may be. Because I'm like, I ain't never had that with my father. So in my mind, I'm like, in my absence, if somebody's going to be there, I don't care, you know what I'm saying, if you playing video games with them and having certain talks with them. Like, bro, I hope you do that. But some of my friends, even I'm talking about, and this was early in like Papa 12, about to be 13 in a couple of days. So this was even when he was like 5 and 6. My home was like, man, bro, you got me messed up, bro. I never. That's the difference between me and you. Cause I'm like, in my mind, most of the chicks that I dated, all of them usually had kids. And so when I figured out we was gonna be serious, I'm like, hey, what role am I playing here? Because you can't date somebody and not date their child at the same time, especially if you're gonna be around them. So don't just be sneaking in late at night, you know what I'm saying? The little boy or little girl know Mr. Whoever over there. So I have that hard conversation. Especially, like I say, in this day and age, because it's a lot of kids got little boys and little girls, no father involved. But if it's just some, smash and dash, then of course, no need for the conversation.
No need for them to be around the kids at all.
At all. You know what I'm saying? And females, don't force that on that man. And bro, just because, you know what I'm saying, you just not figuring out how to be like a father, don't have all them, you know what I'm saying, the females around your kids, bro. It ain't a good look. Because kids get attached to people real quick. Mm-hmm. Real quick. And like I said, I done seen it from all angles. You know what I'm saying? Trial and error. But I know better now. You know what I'm saying? So not only if y'all like dating, but especially when you start talking about putting a ring on that person's finger, you gotta have them hard conversations.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if y'all have a positive co-parenting relationship, then there's no need for the spouse to get involved at all, and there is no need for now, granted, when the child is over or whatever, you know what I mean, then that'll be the relationship that'll kind of establish between the step parent and the child. But other than that, you really don't have to have a conversation with the other parent at all if it's if it's not necessary. Our case is a little bit different because he is in the military, and when questions have to be asked or things have to be taken care of, sometimes he's not available for a phone call. Sometimes he's not available for a text message. So I have to step in. But when I don't, I'm not trying to at all. That's one less headache I got to worry about. For real, it's a headache dealing with that girl.
I thought to my papa.
Boy, please, I love papa. Punch your throat. Anyway, but you literally, even in that, you have to pick your battles.
Have to.
You can't just assume, well, I'm the wife, so therefore I should be in this. You need to talk to me. No, she don't.
Yeah.
No, she don't. She don't have to have that one conversation with you. You know what I mean? At all.
And y'all get that through this thing up here, the cranium, the brain, the skull, the noggin, whatever. Yo, y'all get that through y'all head. Cause I done heard so many people, more so females than men, want and demanding that. But if both y'all wasn't in labor at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Both y'all didn't give birth to one baby. It's impossible. So, ladies, if your husband, you know what I'm saying, your fiance, your boyfriend for over how many other years, he having a hard time, you know what I'm saying, getting a grip on that, y'all got to have that conversation amongst y'allself so he can work that out so he's not stressing you out. When I say them hard conversations have to be had, they have, for the life of me, there's no way y'all can get, especially when kids involved, y'all would not be able to go forth and be happy, truly happy, if y'all still got to work those kinks out. Because we talking about the rest of their life. Because even when they 30, 40, they end up being sick, you don't think mama and daddy going to end up coming back together to try to figure out what's going on with this baby?
Mm-hmm.
So it's never over. 18 don't stop nothing. Because they got to go to college. That's at least another 4 years, all depending on what college they going to. You know what I'm saying? They get in a car accident, whatever. It's so many things that go into the life of another, especially when it's their child. So y'all got to nip that thing in the butt early. The earlier the better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I think that a lot of men shy away from the court system. They are shy away from child support. They shy away from, I'm like, no, I take care of my child. I do all this, I do. But what you fail to realize is, sir, that if you're not married to that mother, you have no rights to that child until you put yourself on child support legitimately.
You ain't got to put yourself on child support. Go to court.
Or y'all get an agreement. And a lot of times, if y'all do a 50-50, some women, they're just not trying to do no 50-50 with you. Because they want, that's their baby. They had that baby. And, if you're not going to be with them, then you're going to pay child support regardless. You know what I'm saying? But however that situation goes, make sure your rights can be invoked. Period. Because...
Go ahead.
No state recognize you, bro, at all. You don't even count at all until you go to court. And when you go to court, and you get that documentation, then you're able to do what you need to do for that child, And, even if y'all have a good relationship in the beginning, you know what I mean, all the pregnancy and all that stuff or whatever, just talk about it,
Big dog, if you don't do nothing else, bro. If you don't do nothing, I'm gonna talk about us, bro. We 20,000, like 20 comma, between lawyers, plane tickets, court fees, 20,000, bro.
Not one lawyer, but two.
Two different lawyers in 2 different states, 20,000, bro. And we used to bump heads about it because she she felt like it was her fault that we got into it, but. Point blank period, this was going to have to happen regardless, whether it was now or later. And if I would listen to her, how it was supposed to play out, we probably wouldn't have spent 20,000. We probably would have spent a few thousand, but it wouldn't have been nowhere close to what it is. So, bro, when I tell you, know what I'm saying, if you know this, it was a smash and dash, she ended up pregnant, bro, go get that paperwork and don't you lose it, bro. Bro, don't lose that paperwork, bro. Like, bro, I was in the hospital behind this, bro. Like, when bro, for the life of me, dog, for the life of you, for the life of your child, bro, like, hash that out early, dog. My little man about to be 13, bro, and I'm dealing with some stuff that I saw years ago, bro. Go get that paperwork, dog. I done said it so many times, bro. Like, them hard conversations have to be had, bro. They have to be had, bro. Because if you don't, then, bro. And females, like, if we see him trying, like, don't bash him, man. Like, that's the last thing you could do. Like, don't bash that man. Because you don't know how he was brought up. And it's a whole lot of other stuff, bro. Like, bro, get that paperwork, bro.
Yeah.
Get that paperwork. I don't care if they 2 months, 2 years, bro. Get that paperwork, bro.
Yeah. Seriously.
Because when you go to court and start talking to them people, bro, they don't care what you've been doing. If you don't got no record of that, bro, they don't care, bro. Even if you do got a record of that,
say, shoot, he had a record of everything from day one. But it didn't matter. Like I said, make sure you are able to invoke your rights. We kind of went, left on the topic and everything, but me getting involved got him his rights. Plain and simple. It ain't, well, I'm mad at you, so you ain't gonna see him. Or you ain't gonna hear from him because I'm mad. Or all this old stuff. It's none of that. Because at the end of the day, we didn't already went to court for this. And, that's just what it is, But sometimes some men, some people, some women even, you know what I mean? They got they got sorry baby mamas. When I say sorry, I mean sorry. And I'm talking about to where, it's single fathers who are, and the mothers won't do nothing for the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a reality. It's not just all men. Yeah. It's not just all men going through, they ain't got no rights. And It's women too. Like, sorry women won't even acknowledge their kids, won't even take kids and drop their kids off at the father's doorstep type females, you know. But listen, the courts don't recognize that. The courts recognize the fact that everything, all child support papers is all about the father, not the mother. So that's fine. But when she's pregnant, talk about it. Have that hard conversation, because it's real. You know, you just don't know what the future holds. You know, y'all could be in a great relationship, everything working out, but if y'all not married, that baby is yours on the birth certificate, but not
that's
in
as far as I go.
Reality, not in real life. And that's every single state.
Every one of them, bro. 2 different states told me the same thing, bro.
So
coast to coast.
Yeah, don't fool yourself into believing, oh, we're gonna be together, or she know I'm gonna take care of my child, or she know I do this and she know I do that. But none of that matters, because she gonna say, I barely see that person. She gonna say, I barely get any money. She gonna say, my son don't know, my child don't know their father. She gonna say all types of things.
And if you think it's a game, wait till you get in a courtroom, dog.
Just wait.
And you'll see better than what we could tell you, dog.
Yeah, absolute facts. But like I said, bringing it to still back to the topic. The topic is, should a spouse get involved, be included in a co-parenting agreement? No, unless it affects the household. And when I say household, I mean emotionally, financially, physically, all of it. Because mama don't have no issue with nothing until it affects the house. That's when it's a problem.
Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Bro, like, when I say we done been through so much in these 12 years of ours, and when we done seen it from all angles, bro, like, I promise we ain't gonna get in here and tell you nothing that we ain't physically went through ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, all right?
Well,
it's raw.
It's real.
But it's love.
All love.
Next time.